user count grow? Is there interest? How many seats are being sold, right? Do they continue to be cash flow positive and be onboarding people to the protocol? And as far
I
as
just
like
also think,
my
sorry, just like
references
really quick
go,
on that, like
What's up,
yeah,
guys?
just I also
We're
think like
streaming. We're listening to the
going
weekly
directly
wrap up,
to a
and I just wanted to
KOL
show
and
you what
making
I
a
do on the
custom
back
deal
end.
with them will always be more cost effective than bidding on some open market if the KOL is willing to just take the direct deal flow instead of going through this. And the second that it's more profitable for them to do it, they'll do it. I don't see any ownership. Kaido doesn't have any ownership over these people. They are the entire thing is on them maintaining the best value deal flow for these people that they remain the way that they're gotten to, right? Anyway, sorry, keep going.
yeah, no, I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I think the kind of direction that I wanted to take it was, I mean, my comments towards is this a good product or not were more towards airdrops in general versus Kaido. But I think this goes back to right having an airdrop where people using it where like you're deliberately designing for product market fit and for your intended user base to get a good share, right? So I think if we look back at Uniswap and ENS, those are probably two of the best examples of, and I guess you could add in Hyperliquid as well, right? Uniswap to DEX. It's pretty simple. If you were swapping, if you were providing liquidity on early pools, you qualified. ENS, people wanted a simpler way to send versus hexadecimal address codes. A lot of people registered them. If you ended up over registering, you ended up going to the red because you don't freaking need 20,000 domains. Why would you spend that much anyways on domains you're not going to use?
Here,
But there is one game that I think is
this
also
over
doing a
here.
phenomenal job with this, and we'll shout out Well, she was in the audience earlier, but I think Raven Quest in particular has done a good job with that. Outside of, I would say, the referrals and kind of guild system for the original, felt a little bit weighted towards that. We need to get people in the door, which I don't blame them for. Right, it definitely got a lot of people interested, but I think something along those lines where just if I'm grinding in the game, not necessarily like grinding endlessly, like kind of like a zombie, but if I'm grinding it because I'm enjoying it and I'm progressing through the tree or whatever they want to see people build, whether those are bug bounties or whatever, I think it needs to be more of a system of we're not just going to airdrop people because they farmed the thing and did the bare minimum, but it's like deliberately design it around
Nice.
users
What's
you
up,
want,
everybody?
hope to attain your product market fit, and then maybe you don't see the mass sell off because people really see the value in, hey, I can use this in the token economy,
Let me
right?
know if you
It
guys can't
genuinely
hear
benefits me as a player. And I guess that's one more
the
example, and then I'll end
space.
my drunken rant because my pint's almost empty and I need another one. Would be On Chain Heroes. So game literally just popped
You should
up.
help.
I got my dude sitting in the idle dungeon while I'm at this pub.
Let me
So
know
when
if
I
you
get
guys
back
can't
to the
hear that.
hotel, I can harvest my coins. I'm not selling those coins.
What
The
up,
hotel,
Aaron?
I can harvest my market cap is already pretty high. I want to level up my dude, right? I'm full in on the PDE Ponzi where I'm gonna keep spending that hero to upgrade my dude until there is no value left in the game. Because honestly, it's kind of a fun design. Like those little idle RPGs that get me sometimes, the pixel art nostalgia, right? So like in a sense, like they already found their product market fit with me. They want someone who's a little bit of a degen gamer. I love risk based games. I also
Nice.
love the fully on chain game theory of using blockchain
What's good,
rails
Fuzzy
as
Boy?
a method for provable risk
Sounding
based
good.
gaming. Right. I played some poker back in the day. I didn't like that some of them were not secure, and someone could have definitely been using an overlay. Right. So it's like their thing is no airdrop unless you hold the Genesis keys. Otherwise, you just need a hero you need to play. And like they've already nailed it. Like in me, they've got someone who probably won't sell the token and will end up holding it to zero and kicking themselves after the fact.
This is like a therapy session for something that's to come. Yeah. House, I love it. House, go get yourself another pint. I want
This
to
pine's for you, Bennett.
thank you, brother. Thank you. I want to throw it to Alejandro, but also make the comment on Jerry's reply here. Jordan quoted said, da, 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 I like your Uniswap comparison, I guess. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it much.
Yeah. And
Appreciate it a lot.
he
Look, I
sounded
do what I
disgusted.
can.
He just sounded disgusted to be like, yeah, you made one good point.
I guess with a little uncertainty.
Big
I
dude, bro.
appreciate it. Alejandro, to you.
Yeah, hey guys. No, the Kylo thing has been really interesting. Is the fact is, I'm not surprised that everyone dumped the coin after the coin was available, because that, what have we seen all week with, meme coins and everything that's happened in the recent months, right? I just think that Kaido had that same, like how you were saying earlier, there's a lack of explanation of the utility at face forward value for most of the customers and most of the persons, right? And so the way I see it is like, okay, we have all these wallet holders. I like what Kaido has, even though it's behind a paywall. Basically, like, what will the numbers be moving forward after this, airdrop or the claim period is over? I know that was mentioned earlier, but I guess that really goes to show, like, okay, it's some really cool tech, but uh, Jordan, what you were saying, it's like we don't know what is going to happen. Next month when new product's going to come out, it's a constant roulette of changing things in this space, right? And some of them are legit, which I think Kaido is, and others are like rug pulls. So we really don't know what's going on. Uh, but I don't know if you have anyone's thoughts on
Dude,
that.
and if it was at like, a 10 million valuation, something like that, I'd be like, awesome, let's see what it has. But like, it's at a 1.8 billion FDV. Like, the tech better be fucking good and ready and used
Right.
by
Right.
everyone, or they're fucked.
100%. Yep.
Definitely. I think a little bear market PTSD is in play. We haven't really hit a real alt season bull run just yet. See how it goes. Axel, final comments before we go on to the next topic.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw my 2 cents on this because I didn't do so much engagement in trying to look for getting money on that airdrop, like good money, like I saw people did. But when I connected my account and I realized I had like $150, I was like, okay, this is cool. Okay, why not? Many of us started our road on blockchain through airdrops years ago, and projects like Binance give away BNB when they were like nearly like they were like 10% of what they are right now. So why does everybody get so mad about airdrops and people selling them and all that stuff? I don't get it. I'll never get it. It's just like build, like interact with it, like learn from that and do other stuff if you don't find it like suitable. But we're always crying from meme coin people like extracting value, and then when airdrops happen, we also shame them. Why do we do that? That's so unhealthy in general.
It's a bit toxic, no doubt. I mean, I feel like there's a couple loud individuals that are part of the minority on that side of things. I think at the same time, we're in a rotators era, and this market turned from conviction holding things to let's rotate to the next play. And that just sped up and sped up and sped up to the point where even like with Libra, like, or trying to think of the other tokens like Broccoli, Libra, like all these different tokens have like, a couple minutes to get in and then a couple minutes to get out. Like they just do quick pump and dumps. It's just been a mess. I think everyone's psychology on crypto is kind of like, I don't even know what to call it, but just really the entire market has sped up so fast. I do want to move on to the next topic. I'm sorry, I know we have hands. There's a lot of things to talk about today, and I'm really excited to dive in. I'm going to dive through the next couple kind of like current event updates. Again, common favorable and W's they've minted out along with on-chain heroes, as we just mentioned. They actually netted $2 million on Abstract, which is a huge W in my opinion. Like shout out to their team on the success on Abstract, especially with all the FUD. The Loshmi predictor, maybe he got one right here. Who knows? Chronicles won in the Liz Labs meme off. I'm joking, obviously. I saw a few people taking me seriously. Shout out to the Chronicles intern. He's a G. I think he popped in here a moment ago. I don't see him in here right now, but he popped into the space for a moment. It was really fun. I hope to see more events like that. I think that's like really quality community building stuff. And then Night Crows has been kind of popping around as one of the most successful Web3 games based on WeMix getting close to $200 million in revenue, which is, again, I'm going to pull up some articles on that in a moment. But that topic has popped up within Storming's post, Mizzy, and a handful of others. Some people from Korea, a couple of influencers from Korea were mentioning it's like not really exactly a Web3 game. It's more of like a blockchain based game. But we'll dive into those in a little bit. Wildcard plans on launching a 100% community owned token. They announced yesterday they're migrating from Polygon to Ethereum. Polygon, as I think some of the people were calling it. I scooped the pass. I'm excited for that. I also think it's very high risk. To be very transparent, it is incredibly high risk to make a token 100% community owned. I don't know exactly what that means. Who's marketing the token, but I read in the comments on Discord. Oh my God, Paul. He was mentioning he wants to make sure the token does really well, quoting from his words, and that it is going to be used as like a marketing tool to drive more users to the game. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know what 100% community owned yet means. They might have, I think they're planning to drop that white paper if they have not already. So I haven't been able to check up on that. Hayden Davis and Libra token. Yeah, that happened just last Friday after our show last week. I had to throw that in there. I was driving into a CVS and I checked my phone and I saw Libra at $1 billion. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. We're doing another one of these. Lovely. Great stuff. Great stuff from the good old Hayden and Gideon and the Davis family. I recently watched a CoffeeZilla video on this. It came out yesterday. And basically, he called them crack addicts, all tapping on their phone to snipe the token. And this was in regards to both Melania and Libra. And then getting upset when they weren't able to snipe at a low enough price to dump on everyone. So talk about the lowest of the lows. This is what happens in a decentralized ecosystem, but it's unfortunate to see top builders like Meteora kind of allowing this to happen. And then finally, Jerry, I wanted to go to you. A little AVAX meme check. What are the vibes going on over on Avalanche? I see all the midfluencers, I like to call them the midfluencers, over on changing over their red triangle, going from abstract green PFPs to now all AVAX Bull. I was cracking up at that. Some people are getting really upset over in the Avalanche ecosystem for good cause because they're just going in, as we mentioned last week, filling out these forms, trying to get these pre-sales, and not really being a part of the community, which is sad to see. Jerry, do you have any additional comment on the AVAX trenches?
Yeah, these people are such mercenaries, dude. It's like, I swear to God, everybody who has a green background and a penguin is like, just has no loyalty to anything, dude. Which is fine. I mean, whatever. People rotate, you know. But it's still hot, still doing super well. If you want a little anecdotal thing that happened here in the last 5 minutes, is Blub is like the next one that's being pushed up by like Deepwater and the same guys who did Ket and Wink. They just announced like that they jumped onto the arena. They made an arena account with Blub. And on the arena, you can buy tickets for people, right? It's kind of like Friend Tech. You can buy, a ticket for myself or Carney or whatever, and then have a private chat with them and everything. And so Blub did that. So a couple teams are taking the arena tickets and like saying, "Oh, if you have a ticket, you can get a pre-sale spot, and that's your in for the pre-sale." Well, Blub did that like 5 minutes ago, and their ticket is already up to like 25 AVAX. So um, I think it's still super hot, and it'll go up to like 80 AVAX, I'm sure. So yeah, no, things are still doing really well. I think that, some of the initial hype has kind of died down, but there's like a wave of pre-sales and memes coming that I think are going to do really well. I think next week you'll see a lot of momentum pick back up. There's like a Pump Fun feature launching on Arena, and I think like the ability to make memes and like seed a community is going to be a lot easier than it was on Pump Fun. So I think, yeah, I think a lot of potential for the ecosystem to keep running. I think the foundation's obviously like bought into to what's happening, and
Why do I do this to myself? Fuck me.
think a lot of potential for the ecosystem to keep running. I think the foundation's obviously like bought into to what's happening and trying to set like a foundational just work a little bit differently there. Um, so I don't know that people like coming in super late are gonna have I don't want to say they're not gonna be like warmly received, but like there's just I think a lot of those guys are quicker to call out bullshit when they see it. So there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion, but some people get their feelings hurt kind of easily.
Can I ask the question? So two things. One, yeah, like so the AVAX Foundation, they're basically injecting capital and not promoting, but boosting up the price of these tokens, correct? That's the meme coin fund? They're
Um,
is
I
that yeah.
I have no like ability to prove that that's happening like via like on-chain transactions. Um, with Ket and Wink, there was like consistent $200,000 buys that were happening like periodically. And you're like, oh, who has that much money? Not most people that I know, but maybe some foundations that I know. Um, the they're also getting into some of these pre-sale spots, right? So I think they have a vested interest in the tokens doing well because they're also buying into some of these tokens and then helping these teams, distribute, pick up some marketing steam, make sure that like they're leveraging their partner program, with all this stuff. So yeah, I mean the foundations, in my opinion, financially bought in, but also like organizationally bought in to support with like the channels that they've built up, and they've done a better job than most ecosystems of like building an actual machine that can be, turned on for projects.
And then one follow-up comment on in the replies. What do you think about Play Memoria? Because that seems to be a hyped up one as well.
Man, I don't know. Like they're not approving me, so I don't like them yet.
Flood 'em.
Yeah, I might. Um, Listen, I think they they it's tough. I think a lot of the approvals are coming in from people who like haven't put a lot of time into. It's like the Kaido version of approving people. It's like they're just taking people with like big followings and approving them. And that's fine to do, but that's kind of against the ethos of like what a lot of the projects are doing on Avalanche right now. It's like you're wanting to reward like good holders and find good holders, and you're wanting to kind of not shame, but like point out who's a liar and who's a bad holder, and like that's what I look at the shame boards for. And um they're kind of not doing that, and they're slowly like accepting people. So I don't know, like a couple of my friends have gotten in, so that's cool. I hope it does well for them. I hope I get in, and I hope it really does well. But like they've been kind of hard to get a hold of, and like they they have some shady history. I don't know how much I can say.
Their handles were previously different, correct? This was
Yeah,
the right one. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that's shady.
and their actions with previous projects were not great. And I don't know a ton, so I don't really want to do a takedown of them right now because like I need to look into it more. But people that are smarter than me who have done stuff with them in the past have said that like, hey, can you make money here? Yes. Is it a place you want to park money? Maybe be careful because, and then like was sent a long list of things that said like this team may not be the most trustworthy team out there. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But like, the other thing I look at is like, if the AVAX presale meta wasn't hot right now, would you be paying attention to it? Most of us probably wouldn't be. Like, the fact that they got like 25,000 applications, it's only because Ket and Wink have done well, right? If they were doing this independent of that, if this was happening on fucking Mantle or something, they would have 25. So, I mean, I think take it all with a
Man,
grain
that
of
was a
salt.
crazy call out. I love it.
Dude, I
That
don't
was
know. I just
great.
picked whatever L2. My bad if anybody from Mantle's out there.
Nah, I don't think anyone cares. Yeah, I think that's a great comparison, really, to say, would people care if it wasn't on, this hot chain right now? And the reality is Wink and Cat were able to succeed in that aspect. So I love it. No, thank you for answering that. I saw Alejandro, turn it over to you, and then we'll go to House.
Yeah, no, I just want to say Jerry made some great points about the old school Avalanche holders. Like I myself been holding it since 2020, calling out like the people that are coming over from Abstract or whatnot for the meme tokens. I myself am personally not against meme tokens. I hold like just a couple, but man, we have seen that roulette go on for the last year, year and a half, and that's honestly not the original reason why I got involved in this space. Like I love Avalanche, for example, what they're doing as a chain in terms of really trying to create utility and create real world value products, just like um, Nets Luca is doing an abstract with consumers, the consumer chain. But yeah, man, I mean, maybe there needs to be some way to track these people. I'm not saying we should gatekeep because that goes against the ethos of Web3, but then there are so many of those persons that just simply want to gamble. It's like going to Vegas, but you're not even getting free drinks while gambling, right? It's the worst type of gambling. Like you're just doing it from your computer. It reminds me of one of these Twitch streamers that what was it that lost like $50,000 playing Plinko or something. It's like the exact same thing with a meme token. And yeah, I just hope that Avalanche as a foundation is able to okay, fine, they're putting money into these tokens, great, but that they're able to curb all of these buyers, all these people that are just in it for the rotation, because all of a sudden people are then going to flood Avalanche. Oh, why is the price dropping? Blah blah. When this team, I've been following since 2020, has been building, I think, some great stuff, and they already have real world utility, like the DM having all the license plates, California license plates on chain on Avalanche. There's so many other examples out there, but anyway, I guess that's just my worry because I want to see more seriousness back in the space and not so much of this random gambling of Farcoin and cock and whatever. So yeah,
Big balls. Yeah, all good value plays. They're all at 0, a lot of them. Are down by a lot. So cool to see. Cool to see. No, Alejandro, great takeaway. Again, JD Vance, I think this is kind of a forgotten thing, has held Avalanche in the past, if he's still holding. I don't know. I assume he could still hold as VP. But yeah, I think Avalanche is incredibly, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, is very undervalued as a token. I was kind of surprised to see at the price it was at. I think it was like $25. I got to check the price again. But that was surprising to me. We'll see how it goes. I want to go over to the next few topics. Actually, we missed it last week, so I wanted to do it this week. And I'm very curious to hear everyone's thoughts and kind of this prediction of token prices event. Now, I have an Excel sheet, and the way this event works is I call out 2 tokens. We decide higher or lower. And at the end of it, we kind of get to see if our predictions are right or wrong. So we're calling this Predictions by Bozos event, and we're going to see how this goes. We did one 2 weeks ago on Ronin and Immutable, I think. I got to double check. We did some price predictions there. Some people were very bullish on Ronin, and that actually is doing pretty well right now based on where it was 2 weeks ago. So we'll see how it goes in the end of the month and see who's winning that competition. But this is all not financial advice. Please do not take this seriously. We're just having fun up here on stage and making sure that to see if any of us gaming builders can end up having a pretty good prediction on this. So with that being said, we're going to go down the line. We're going to get everyone involved. We have our 2 tokens here today. And the first one, yes, our favorite, Exterio. So we're going to pull up the coin market cap to make sure we have the most updated Exterio price over here because I am curious to see what the coin predictions are here. And the reason why I choose some of these is because I like drama and I like making things exciting and spicy. Exterio is one that many remember to be one of the most disappointing airdrops that we have seen in the gaming space, possibly ever. So with that being said, it is currently at a 25 cents price per exterior. It's at a $28 million market cap at $250 million FDV. So at 25 cents in exactly 1 month from now. So we'll do, again, it's going to be like around March 21st, whatever the Friday is around then. What is the price of Exterio? We'll start with my co-host, Jerry. Higher, lower? You know, it can also be non-Exterio related, as alt season tends to bring altcoins up. We'll see.
Yeah, lower. I see. Like they're just unlocking more tokens. The only bull case is that the tokens that they are unlocking for their community, which held assets for a long time, is pennies. So there's not much to fucking short. So yeah, but lower. I don't know. I know absolutely zero people in this world of about 8 billion people that have a positive sentiment on this.
You're dropping lower. What is the number, Jerry? It's at 25 cents.
Oh, 18 cents.
18. Jordan, to you. Fire rounds. Let's hear it.
I'm like frantically trying to look at the chart in combination with market cap. But the chart does not look great to me. There's no reason to think it will. Other than like Jerry was saying, well, you know, just like if there's a alt run. 1 second, I'm re-bringing it up. That was quite a dip it had, and it kind of regained it. I don't know, man. 1 month from now,
1 month.
14 cents.
14 cents.
I agree with you, I guess.
I guess that's.
Is that what Jerry said?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems more likely to bleed than not. It like could be holding here, I guess, if everything sends. But I don't know. I don't know anyone who's bullish, right?
It's definitely one of the tokens of all time. Maddox, so throwing it over to you.
Mic check, mic check. Am I all good?
You're good. You're good.
I'm playing with all sorts of sound stuff on the back end. Yeah, we're gonna go first. Personally, I think they lost their greatest asset. Somebody we know.
That is true.
I'm gonna leave it at that. But for that reason, we're gonna go 15 cents is a solid. I think we can go down 10 cents.
0.15. That still puts it at a 150 million FDV. Throwing it over to no foul core today. Nick, throwing it to you.
Man, I've not seen a single positive thing about this. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to also go down. 15 was going to be my number, but, you know, it's kind of everyone's kind of in the same spot. So I'm going to go 10 cents. I really hope for their sake it's not, but we're going to run with it. 10 cents.
We're getting nuked out here. And then Carney, which is me, I will go with the good old point. Probably like a 0.2. Yeah, I'm my own personal opinion pretty bearish, especially with seeing two individuals from the team who I like very much. Based on the timeline and my conversations with them, ending up either being let go, leaving, whatever the situation is. That was really disappointing to see, in my opinion. And when things like that happen, it's usually not. I don't know, like, especially seeing what the CEO said, I still can't wrap my brain around saying we don't understand Web3 when you're launching, 9-figure token. Like, you can't really say that. Like, you knew what you were doing, buddy. So little call out there. With that being said, House, what is the number? We're going to do rapid fire. Just drop me the number.
Yeah,
House.
I'm sticking near you. I got about 20.5 cents.
20.5.
0.205.
Axel, are you ready? What's the number?
Lower to whatever it is right now. 25 cents. I just like the number 25, so yeah.
All right, sticking pretty even, 25, a little lower. And then Alejandro, final response onto you.
Well, current state of the market and current state of the game meta, just all the macro stuff put together, and yeah, the news about Exterio. I'm not gonna go as low as 10. I'm gonna say let's say 12.7.
12.7. I love it. I love it. With that being said, we have our next token, which I'm excited to hear about from everyone's opinions. And you can go, by the way, go to the comments section. If you end up dropping a token number, a little price action, we'll check it. We'll also put it onto the sheet here and keep track of it for you if you want to join into the game. But with that being said, we have our next token. This one is a spicy topic as well. Shrapnel recently made a lot of changes to the game. Recently getting rid of to my knowledge, I don't quote me on this. They shifted from an extraction shooter to a 5v5 TDM, and the token was under. So pulling up the coin market cap chart right now, it dipped even more. Unfortunately, it's at a 0.0088, so less than 1 cent token at the moment. With that being said, at a 26 million FTV, is this product undervalued, overvalued? What's the situation here? Jerry, throwing it to you. What are we feeling? Actually, let's go behind. Let's start with Alejandro. Throwing it to you.
So what's going on with Shrapnel? Man. Okay, so it's funny. I was cleaning out my emails like yesterday, and I remember seeing the Shrapnel, like the 1.1 invite, and just getting all excited over it and playing around this time last year and really having high hopes for the game. I really just wish that the lawsuit is over, and now that they got someone like legit from Xbox on it, that we can actually have game tests where half the map isn't grayed out, and that we actually feel like it's a decent alpha. I understand the whole entire ethos of Web3 is to be open and playing and gaming and everything, but it was nothing like, for example, Shadowline or Off the Grid. You know what I mean? Like, they set the bar higher. There was nothing else to set with Shrapnel. So I don't know. I'm hoping they could pull something together. I'm hoping they have more types of game types than just extraction. I feel like it's a little overplayed out. Maybe they have like some team deathmatch or something, or cap the flag, more maps. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna use the comparisons of Shadowline Off the Grid. They've set the bar, so Shrapnel needs to meet that. But I'll always say one thing: Shrapnel has had the best merch. I still have the hoodie and I still rock it. So I'm hoping as we move forward, it gets improved. But as of right now, I'm still kind of bearish.
Yeah, totally understandable. What's the number for you?
The price?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I want to say like 19.
19 cents or
Yeah.
point? Okay,
19
that
cents.
is a 2,000% increase. We're feeling a 2,000% increase in 1 month. That's a take.
Oh no.
We're so back.
I was like,
No.
what does he know that we don't?
No,
I got you.
was
I got you. You mean 1 cent, and I got you.
basically yes. Point. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. With that being said, sorry, Alejandro, I love you, brother. I'm up next. We're gonna throw a 1.5 cents. I feel like this is an undervalued play, not financial advice. I don't know how many times I'll say that. I'll say it a lot though, just to remind the audience. Undervalued play. I think it'll do well. I'm excited to see the changes in the game. Yeah. So you also mentioned the new CEO. So the new CEO was a co-founder of Forthright, which is one of our founders, Ryan's company. He was also a co-founder and CEO of Forthright. So excited to have some real gamers and real game builders in Shrapnel, and I think they'll turn it around there. Maybe there's a little bias there, but also very excited to see kind of the bullshit kicked out and the real stuff put in. That's what we need. Axel, throwing it over to you. Rapid fire predictions. Let's hear it.
I think for the sake of trying to raise awareness and mindshare again, it might move that might move the price a little bit. People with hopes that they can beat. Not gonna say beat. They won't be able to beat it, but to get close to what Shareline's doing right now and Off the Grid. So I believe, just like a 20% up, 30% up, we can see in a month from now. That's just like if people start getting back into it. I don't know, to be honest, and I'm gonna drop something I heard this week in meetings and stuff, and I got some data out of it. Um, you know, Shatterline has done interesting stuff that has made them lose a little bit of market share they had in Latin America after taking away the servers in Brazil and merging them with the States. So the players here are experiencing stuff that they shouldn't be experiencing right now, and that can be an entry point for them again in the region. Because I remember last year they were trying to grow a lot in Brazil, for example. Shrapnel. So it will be interesting to have Dub up here one of these Fridays to hear a little bit from him what they up to. With that being said, I have to go. I'm going to the AVAX game night or game afternoon in Buenos Aires. So I'm part of the organizing team. I'll be there, and that's it. Thank you guys. Love you. Happy weekend.
Have a blast, Axel. Absolutely, we gotta grab Dub. We gotta see what's going on with that Shatterline. Not Shatterline. Oh my gosh, Shrapnel. Rapid fire predictions. Throw it over to House. What are we feeling?
Yeah, I got it going a little bit lower. I think Shrapnel's got an uphill battle ahead of him. That being said, I'd love to hear a nice comeback story. I see them going down to about 0.0045.
I respect the call. Jordan, to you.
2.5 cents. I think if they have anything that is good right now, it looks very oversold. They have a gigantic following. They have name recognition. If things start running, people are looking for, oversold stuff with a lot of upside. The recent wick on the chart looks good to me. 25 cents would put it back up around the major resistance support zone that if it is bullish, it should push through. But a month from now, that's my call. Big cent. Let's see.
Big cent. I love it. Maddox, throw it to you, and then Jerry. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I really want to get to know the new team members as well, and I want to see, I just want to see some more development in the game, of course. But if they run another, this is where we're at, extraction tournament with a large prize, it's going down for just the simple, we won a bunch of tokens and we're gonna get our monies back. I don't want to see that again. If that happens, it's going down. But I'm gonna be optimistic and go to 2 cents.
2 cents. I agree. I think it's kind of a mess when you just continuously hand out free tokens. It just adds a lot of sell pressure. This is kind of my concern with, again, a lot of Web3 gamers. But then again, we saw On-Chain Heroes and kind of what House was saying. Different audiences, I don't know, a lot of sell pressure from the gamers as of, this past year. Jerry, to you.
Yeah, I would say 1 cent. If you look at the 2% depth prices on a lot of their exchanges, it's hundreds of dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars. So 2% depth means what is the amount of capital injection needed to move the price up or down 2%? And on KuCoin, you can raise the price 2% with $400, right? Crypto.com, you can raise the price 2% with $250. So there could be a lot of, if a couple big buys come in on the token, you can actually see some upward momentum on the token, I think, pretty easily. That's just saying anything about the token, right? The game, echo what the other guy said. They have a pretty big uphill mountain to climb because of their past go to markets and the game ultimately not delivering. I think people are very afraid of Shrapnel right now and what might happen. But there's a lot of people who hold assets. There's a lot of people who still hold that token. And there's a lot of people that want to see it do well. So I think they can make noise, but they've really got to dial in their marketing. It's not good right now. When you're asking people to retweet the lawsuit settlement because that's your most bullish marketing beat in the last 6 months, that's not a good place to be.
That's some alpha there. Yeah, yikes to see that. They'll turn it around, I hope. We'll see in a month. We'll see what happens. But those are the predictions. I'm really excited to see where that ends up in a month from now. In 2 weeks, we'll catch up on the Immutable and the Ronin predictions, and we'll see who takes the crown. With that being said, we're going to dive into the next segment. we have the game, and this time I actually wrote out an not extensive, but instructions for everyone and in the audience. So if you guys want to hop in and play, you can go into the bottom in the replies and make sure that you guess the game or guess the imposter. But with that being said, we were running Who's the Spy? Some of the panelists know the game, one doesn't. The imposter has to blend in with the crowd by asking good questions and giving out good responses. At a random point, the panelists will be asked if they would like to vote on the imposter. The majority can vote out the imposter. If the imposter knows the game, they can call out the game and win at any time. The audience will have the opportunity to guess the imposter / game. So you can guess either who the imposter is or who the game or what the game is at any given point in the replies on the bottom right. If you guess correctly, I will give each guesser a Maelstrom treasure chest, which we are redoing that art there. These have been sold for around $20 here or there. But really excited to see the Maelstrom chest integration within both our rewards platform and the game. With that being said, we have the game popping in right now. Everyone knows the game, or maybe they don't, and we're going to run it. With that being said, let's throw it over to the good guy, Maddox. Go ask. Let me just list out who's hopping in the game first off. It's going to be Jerry, Maddox, and Jordan. Hold on.
That's it? Sure. It's not enough people.
House was supposed to play as well. He had to drop out. Maybe we got to skip this. I'm so sorry.
No, we just rapid fire it.
You want to do rapid fire? All right. One of you guys is the imposter. So sorry, Jerry, Maddox, Nick, Jordan. There we go. Run it. Run it, Maddox.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, ask a question.
Is the game playable today? That would be to Jerry.
Yes, it is. Nick, is this game? Do they have a token?
Yes.
Now you ask somebody else a question about the game.
Who was the last person that we had playing with this?
It's me, you, Maddox, and Jordan.
Okay, perfect. I don't think we've asked Jordan a question yet. Jordan, what chain is this game on?
Oh, I don't fucking know. You use with that what you will.
Yo, so much sass. Yeah.
Maddox.
Yes.
Does this game have jiggle physics?
Yes, this game has jiggle physics and acrobatics. I'll add a little bonus there. Ooh. So then, Nick, my strategy, guys, for questions is I ask one question to each of you. That's how I've been rolling it. So to Nick, can I? It's a silly question, but is this game? Does it have one game type or many?
Many game types.
My man.
Oh shoot, I gotta go again. All right. Man, I gotta get a good question here, huh? What genre is this game, Jerry?
It's like a sandbox style, like UGC game. I would. This is the easiest place I would put it. Jordan, does this game have its own IP in the game, or do they just take other IPs and place it into the game?
I think this game thinks that by signing every IP in the world, it'll somehow keep them from going to zero. Personally,
you're such a sassy bitch when we play this game.
What else are you supposed to do with this silliness? Nick, does this game have palm trees?
Yes.
Least confident yes of all time.
It does have palm trees.
I'm ready. I don't know about the rest of you.
Final
I feel
answer.
like I'm
Ready?
ready.
Go vote, boys.
Do we just say it?
Yeah, you're good.
I think Maddox is full of caca.
Damn. Ouch.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
think-
also Maddox.
Yeah.
You got to bring us more
Well,
players, Carney.
everyone
You a
voted
host?
Maddox.
What's going on
Yeah, we
here?
got to get more players in here. Was not expecting the dropouts. With that being said, Maddox, they got you.
Wait.
How do you feel?
Well, confused because I know the game is Nifty Island.
Yeah, so I was gonna. So
Nick's the
I don't know.
imposter.
I'm the
Nick's the
imposter. I
imposter.
knew the
What?
I knew the game was Nifty Islands the minute he started talking about sandbox game, and then he's like, "Yeah, they got every IP in there," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But I didn't know if I like set the game or how that worked. But
Wait,
yeah, I was the
Maddox, there's
imposter.
no jiggle physics in like a
Yeah, there are.
Minecraft Roblox style
there
character
are.
animations.
You
there are?
absolutely- Yeah. They have wiggly assets.
What,
and-
the
and-
palm tree fronds?
Sure.
Ugh, you're gonna make me stop with my jiggle physics
And
question.
then like the acrobatics because the
Is
moves
there-
are sweet.
there-
Yeah, like jumping around.
They
and
are?
and all the flips and stuff. Absolutely, they're
You're making it sound like it's gonna be a good game, and that's not possible.
Yeah, I look as the creative one here, like wanting to build maps and shit. Like it's right up my alley. I wish that it got more attention and love, and I hope that they do some. I don't know what comeback is coming because they've already started their next season, and I haven't even gone back into the game or reinstalled it. So but that's just me. I don't know the sentiment from everywhere else. It's there's a couple of really great builder communities within this game, but they're small, and they're hungry to work, and it sucks because like if you've got good IP and you want to dive into Nifty, there are some hoops to jump through, but like if you have no building experience and just have money, like there's plenty of there's fantastically talented builders I know of that are just ready to build experiences. It's just the return on investment's terrible. And it's such a grind to make it in that ecosystem.
What's their token at right now?
No idea. I can look at it. No
Checking
idea.
right now, but
What
Nick,
chain is that token on? Since I was grilled.
I think it's on ETH, but I have no idea. Yeah.
I mean, so what is it like? Is it? I see. That's legend. That's Palms. That's not. What is their token called? I don't even know what their token is.
It's Island, I think. Oh, see, this is the problem. And remember, everybody told you like a year ago this was like the game that was going to save crypto.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
and
at 2
Sandbox
cents.
too
It's almost
before
3
it.
cents right now. So
yeah. So go on the chart and then hit all, and this is the exact same chart you'll see for every gaming token.
exactly. Big pump.
That's
big
hilarious.
drop.
What's
Yeah.
the market cap on it?
Market cap
29
mil.
FPV, 5 mil,
5.
5 mil?
Yeah.
4.8. Yeah.
I guess that's low.
Yeah. It's rough.
I mean,
I'm
everybody
just
was
like-
telling me this was a $500 million token.
Yeah, because they have every partnership. Okay, look, this is my assholery as a pretentious game designer, that side of me, and a lover of games. But I'm just like incredibly bearish always on anyone building like the game. I think that the idea that you can create a game framework and then let a whole bunch of people build games in it just sounds to me like, okay, so you're just gonna have 100 of the same game, like with different IPs. Like games are their mechanics. I don't think that you can generalize game mechanics and make something that people want to play.
That's not true though, Jordan, because like you've got like some of the best Fortnite custom maps came from a player, breaking the rules and breaking the mold of what it was supposed to be. You give them the tools
Sure.
to make whatever they want, and now you've got a game you never knew could exist.
But that's, I guess, sure, like if someone builds that level of thing within the Nifty Island framework. But why are they?
That's what we do
gonna-
all the time. Like if we don't have the builder tool in the maker, right? We break the game until we make what we need. Like it happens. And then hopefully you're close enough with like that's what got me into,
These are good points.
right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, and if you're that involved, hopefully the team notices you and they take note of your changes and update their makers to accommodate. when I was building in Nifty, when I was building in the sandbox, I'd say even more so in Nifty, but they would listen. I'd sit there and go on to rants on like, hey, like I don't like how I'm driving, the maker right now, and like they'd take note and make adjustments. It was really cool and it was fast. So if you are inside the community, they are down to earth. They're really cool, nice folks, and willing to listen, and make accommodations to the people that are contributing to their space. But yeah, if you're just cruising
That's all
on by,
great. That I
see.
don't know that much.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to Moglin and Rygon in the chat for guessing both the game, and then Moglin guessing that Nick was the imposter. So shout out to you guys.
Nice job.
Shoot me a DM and we'll drop you a treasure chest. Nifty Island. I mean, the realistic. I don't know what to say about him. Unfortunately, their chart is down. So is life. I don't know.
one more point that I just was reminded of on their pinned post right now, and I'm going to tag it here too.
Third up.
But they did the newest thing to their builder is actually the AI agent support within the builder. So I think that's going to also open up to AI enthusiasts, folks that don't feel as creative on their own, whatever. If that works out well, I think that could be neat. And definitely just I did get to play around with some AI and NPCs in Portals. Yeah, Portals. And I actually had a lot more fun going through a really mundane, like, it was like a mystery quest. It was like figure out who killed somebody and why they would do such a thing, and you had to report your findings back to the cop. It was actually pretty dope, and it kept me there for like an hour trying to figure the shit out. So more than just written text and this is the story and find it out in the way that I intended you to find it out. I had to go search it myself. I don't know. I think that's a plus that I haven't dove into yet with Nifty, but I think if they lean in on that could be something there, just for what it's worth.
Yeah, how long have they been working on the AI stuff though? That's my question.
I don't know. The post is from the 19th that they
I hear
went
you.
live, but how long have they been working on it? No idea.
Like it's not hard to throw it in there. I would be curious to see, like, I guess getting more.
That's what I was about to
involved
say.
with
Like,
that
if all they're
is.
doing is enabling kind of some simpler ways for their framework to interact with like existing AI agents and stuff, that isn't like that much work.
I'm gonna go check it out then. I gotta go do some market research.
Yeah.
On it.
They should do a partnership with Today or whatever. What are they called now? Umio. They should do, because then all of Umio's agents can be like, we're going to be in today's sandbox. Not today.
Yeah.
Nifty Island. I'm going to stop talking.
No. But yeah, why not? Use what's there. Team up with the people who are doing it.
So I want to cover the last two topics here, and actually we had a fun question. I believe it might have been from you, Jordan. I gotta forget who wrote it in the chat, but Libra token launched after the show last Friday, which was supposed to be Argentina's. I love how we're just diving from Nifty Island to Argentina's token. The president Javier Milei posted a tweet promoting the token, and it launched to $4.5 billion market cap, which is, by the way, fun fact. Although pretty illiquid, it is actually about 1/3 of the market cap of the entire crypto gaming industry. Nice. He then proceeded to delete the post and is now under scrutiny from the Argentinian government. I don't even know. Argentina in general. So the real question that I have for everyone here, actually, this would have been a better question before the SEC pulled out their lawsuit. But the question was, would we be in a better spot if Kamala won? And the obvious answer is no, obviously, due to how anti-crypto that was. It would have been pretty funny to see everyone's, short-term biases takes before the SEC pulled out their lawsuit this morning. So that was a, pretty fire question up until that point. But the question that I have for the audience, and maybe we'll put a little bet around it. Like maybe if you guys get this right, I'll give you like $20. I don't know. What country will be next to launch their own nation state crypto token? Jordan, to you.
Burma.
Burma, Jerry.
Greenland.
That's a random poll. Maddox, what are we feeling?
Let it come out of Toronto, Canada.
No Maddox. Nick, to you.
Man, that's a tough one. Let's say Nigeria.
Nigeria, fire.
I got you
Awesome.
One. I got you one.
Yeah.
Let it come
Let's
out
hear
of
it.
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. That is not a nation state, but maybe they will be.
Okay.
Toronto token. Keep an eye out. Maddox clearly knows something. Nice house. I see that post. I'm cracking up. But with that being said, we'll see. You guys can go in the audience as well. Drop a country that you think is going to drop their token next. My personal prediction, maybe El Salvador. Who knows? That could be a crazy poll. We'll see. Alejandro,
No, they're gonna
I forgot
fucking
you're here as
rug
well.
Bitcoin if they do
Where we
that
going?
shit.
Yeah, when Maddox just mentioned Toronto coin, it just threw me back to the City coin stuff with the Miami coin and your coin. I'm like, oh god, please no. Philippines, just because there's so many Web3 gamers there. Makes sense, right?
Crazy poll, crazy pill. Philippines as well. Final topic for today as we wrap up this space. Wildcard is going with 100% community allocation and migrating off Polygon. I don't know if anyone has additional comments on this. That's why I kind of threw it at the end because it's still unclear on what's going on. But the question was, what the hell does this mean? Is this a fat airdrop to holders? Is this for the gamers? Also, are VCs and investors happy about this move? I think we're going to try to get Paul on next week to see what goes on and what's happening with the token and the Web3 side of things. I think that'll be a really fun conversation. Possibly Katie as well. If Katie wants to respond to my DMs, please. Hope you guys don't hear that.
Is
It's a
that?
loud
I think Katie's outside your house right now.
that was a sign from Katie. Yeah. That's crazy timing. That's actually crazy timing. But RB season.
How did you know that what Katie Bettner does with her free time is go back and listen to our weekly wrap up space all the way to the hour and 19-minute mark?
I'm cracking up.
I'm just gonna send it to her.
That's obviously what she's gonna do. Don't tell her what time. She has to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. Perfect.
Maybe that I bought a wild pass. She'll respond now.
I'll just say we were talking about you today, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, drama?
Yeah, just make it drama. No, I'll tell her that. I'll just drop her a DM and be like, "Yo, we were talking to you today about you on the space." Yeah.
Dude, she's gonna be so disappointed when she finally gets to where it was, and it was literally nothing, and she never listens to you again.
It's all just clickbait. That's it.
W click. All right, we're gonna wrap this space up. But basically, I'm just asking. I can't do this. It's Friday. That's my excuse every week. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you enjoyed this debacle of a space. I wish my phone didn't rug. We'll see how that goes next week. I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen. But with that being said, we have the code of the week on the Recruit Rewards platform. The code is art because the art is sexy. Like I really like the Uprising art, and maybe that's biased because I helped a lot of it. Oh my goodness, I can't English today. I helped build out the different traits and the different ideas on kind of how mishing it and mashing it all together. And the artist studio of Trace Kiddos did an amazing job. And yeah, I'm gonna pin it up here if you guys again want to join a fun community. We're gaming every single day. We're hanging out in VC every single day. We're continuously trying to grow the community. I'm actually making personalized videos for every single person that buys an Uprising NFT. That is not an incentive to buy. That is just something I'm doing.
Yeah? Would you share more details on
oh my goodness. I can't. No, we're not doing this. We're not.
How much are these?
I'm done. I'm on the brand account.
Where's Maddox's video?
I love you guys.
Yeah, I want a video.
So
Bye.
Bye.
Utility. Let me see some utility. Bye. I love it. All right, that's the space. We're done. He ran away. See, he's already. We're already running utility. Good man. Good man. And I'm gonna say, where's my money? Yeah, we always crack up at the end. Yeah, let's see. There's where's my money, Carney? I want my video. We love it. This is the vaccine. All right. So yeah, great space, guys. Thanks for letting me stream it. I was just having fun, and yeah, to those who were able to listen in, awesome. If you weren't able to, we do this every Friday from 12 to about now. 12 to an hour and a half Eastern Standard Time. And we hang out on Twitter. You can find me in my links down below where we do this, or you can follow Carney Crypto and also find it there. But either way, I'm going to head off and get on to some lunch. And then we got the Lizard Lowdown afterwards in the Lizcord, so I'll be over there next. But love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.